access symbols. Do you know what they mean? Hey guys, so many of you will probably have seen this symbol, but did you know that there are actually many more? Today we're going to go over 12 of them. So the first one we're going to go over is this. Now this is access to low vision. And what this tells you, if you see this, for example, in a museum, it could mean that there are tactile parts of the museum, which is where they can touch the things because they can't see them. And for example, guided tours, in which the tour guide will explain what there is around and explain about different items and what they look like, kind of thing. The next one we're going to go over is this. Now this means audio description, and what this is for example, like we were saying about the access to low vision, what the guided tour, the tour guide, I can't even say that, is doing is describing what is being seen. Audio descriptions are usually used in media, so TV, videos, that kind of thing. And what it is someone trained in audio description will essentially describe what is being seen, so what characters look like, the action that's going on, so that someone who is of low vision or who is blind can enjoy the movie just like everybody else. The next one we're going to go over is this one, and this means telephone typewriter, also known as a text telephone. So this is a device that can help those who are deaf or hard of hearing or speech impaired be able to use the telephone. I'm not going to go into exactly how it works because there will be a later video coming soon just on how these different instruments can work, because there's a couple of them in this video and there are a few others that are not mentioned, so there will be a video in future explaining how things like a telephone typewriter on a text telephone does work. And this sign means that there is one available for those who need it. The next one is this, and this means a volume controllable telephone. And what this is it is for people who are deaf or hard of hearing who just need to adjust the volume on the telephone, either to make it much louder, or if someone is really sensitive hearing, it can bring the volume down further. This sign means that is available for them. Next one is this. I apologise now for a lot of you may not know what the hell that's meant to be. It's meant to be that. That, essentially. And that's better. It's meant to be that. But my hands are very shaky, as was said earlier in this. I don't know, I might have replaced this. I will replace this in editing with what the actual printed version looks like. But what this means is sign language interpretation. And what that means is when you see the sign, it means that, for example, at a lecture, at a concert, at a conference, anything like that, or even a stage show, if you see this, it means there's someone available who speaks sign language, who can describe what is going on in sign language, who can translate from the spoken English to BSL or ASL, any of the different sign languages, for those who are in the audience who can't hear or have low hearing. The next one, and another possibly awful drawing, is this. This is live audio description. Similar to the previous, the sign language interpretation, except this is, for example, in performing arts where there's a lot going on at once. This is people who can explain via speaking what is going on in the performance, so that people who are blind or with low vision can enjoy it just as much as anyone else. The next one is this, and this is assistive listening systems. And what this is when a place can transmit sound via hearing aids or headsets, via infrared, loop or FM systems. So basically they can make an announcement and it can come through the hearing aid or through the device. The next one we're going to go over is this, which means accessible print, which means there is available documents in larger text for those who have difficulty seeing smaller text. And quite often, next to this one, you will also see this. And this is the Braille symbol, which of course if you see this, it means that there are documents available in Braille. For those of you who don't know, that is a tactile way of reading, which again, that we will go over in a later video. The next symbol we're going to go over is this. And this is the information symbol, and when this is displayed it means there is an area nearby where people who require extra access, for example for disabilities, that can give you information on all the access help you can get in that area. So there's only 2 more that we are going to go over in this video, and I am sure you have seen them 100 times, and that is the accessibility symbol and the closed caption symbol. Now the reason I include these, even though they are very well known, is this right here is misinterpreted by a lot of people. A lot of people think it only means accessibility for those in a wheelchair. It doesn't. The exact description of the accessibility symbol states for users with low mobility, including wheelchair users, which means not exclusively to wheelchair users. Which is why a lot of problems, even myself, I have a problem with people being like, you shouldn't be in that seat, it's for wheelchair users only, or you shouldn't be in that bathroom, it's for wheelchair users only, which is not true. In CC, you'll probably have seen this on YouTube. If you look below, you will see a CC button. Now on YouTube, it kind of means two different things: closed captions and community contribution. And what that means is if you hit that CC button, you will see subtitles come up for this video. Closed captions are a written description of what is being said or what sounds can be heard in the video. Now, I encourage all of you, if you create videos, to do closed captioning yourself. My older videos do not have any CCs in them, and that's because I didn't even know what that meant. I had no idea how to do subtitles in any way when I first started. I have a lot of videos I'm still working on. I currently do 2 videos a day, putting in closed captions so that all of my videos are accessible. Now you can do this if someone has community contribution allowed on their channel and they don't have any subtitles. You can go in and make those subtitles for them, and you can send it to them, and they can review them and check them over and either publish or not publish them. See, I didn't know just how important subtitles were until quite recently. I mean, I knew they were very important for those who cannot hear watching YouTube. I knew they were important, but something in me hadn't clicked properly just how important they are. And I don't know why, considering I do try and be as accessible as possible. You know, it's what I stand for. But I started watching a YouTuber recently called Ricky Pointer. I will link her in the description below. She's a fantastic YouTuber who is hard of hearing. After watching her for a couple of months, it really hit home to me just how important it is, and I ended up getting really upset because I didn't have captions in all my videos. Which is why for the past month or so I've been putting CCs on 2 videos every single day. So I urge you, if you see that, to go in and help that YouTuber out for doing subtitles. I do all of them on my own, but I have had a couple of people put in subtitles for different languages as well. That's another thing you can do. For example, 2 of my videos have Indonesian subtitles. I don't know who did the subtitles, but whoever you are, thank you so much for that. It really means a lot. If you're a creator, the more languages you can get for your videos, the more translations you can have for your videos, the more audience you're going to have, and the more people you can get your message to. So anyway guys, that is all the symbols I've had for you today. I apologise for the abhorrent drawings for some of those accessibility symbols, but I hope that if you see these in the future you can go, oh, I know what that means now. Or if you know someone who needs any of these accessibility things or items that are provided or services that are provided, you can say to them, oh, I saw the sign there, so if you go there, you will get what you need. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next video next Wednesday. Bye!